Okay, so the critique of naive realism. The first critique, which is very well founded, is the fact that if the hallucinatory experience merely consists in the epistemic fact of not possibly knowing that we're not having a veridical experience, then how do we account for the intuitive and obvious positive epistemic facts of someone undergoing such an experience? For example, if someone was having a cat experience, a catty experience, all we could say about it from the naive realist position is that they could not possibly know that they were not really seeing a cat. But it seems intuitive and obvious that we would also want to ascribe to that person the positive epistemic fact that that experience was not a dog experience. That's not suggesting we have infallibility over our mental states, but it seems obvious through introspection and experience itself. Cat experiences aren't dog experiences, blue experiences aren't red experiences. I'm going to accept that prima facie, that seems right. So how do we account for it? Well, here's my method. Here's a solution that I came up with from the naive realist position. Martin says if someone's having a cat experience, then their experience is indistinguishable through introspection of not being a veridical perception of a cat. Now, the way we can get this positive epistemic fact is reverse it and accept the converse, such as if I can't possibly know that I'm not really seeing a cat, then I'm having a cat experience. From that, if we substitute the logical equivalence, the logical entailment of Martin's original claim, we can also get the logical equivalence, and then we can derive our positive epistemic facts to that person. So that's the first problem overcome. And I was quite pleased with that, to be honest. There's two other problems that remain, but I think these form part of the same basis. Martin, obviously, the guy that I'm basing my work on, wants to cash out experience through an indiscernibility claim. Right? Two problems that I've not just mentioned. The first one is there are certain situations which are ambiguous. There are certain situations which are indiscernible from a few other situations, and there seems to be no obvious way of dealing with this. Let me give you two different examples which in fact fall under the same example. If I have this pipe cleaner here and it's hidden behind this, then what you're experiencing now is indistinguishable from having one pipe cleaner hidden behind there or having two separate pipe cleaners hidden behind there. So that's the first example of not being able to discern. The second one, what if you're really drunk and there are times where you'd be able to distinguish scarlet from crimson, but you're drunk and you can't. What are we to say about indiscernibility then? What are we to say about indiscernibility of cognitive unsophisticates, people who lack the necessary conditions for discerning particular things, colorblind people, partially sighted people, and so on? How are we to ascribe experiential states to them when their experience itself consists in more than one negative epistemic fact? Well, the way that I decided to approach this situation was, and this is really contentious, this is really ambitious. I don't know how ambitious it'll come across. It might just seem like a little bit of wordplay, but I don't know how well it's going to go down within the discipline. So I decided to say in the experiences, in situations where an experience is not discernible from two distinctly separate states of affairs, such as in the pipe cleaner example, then our experience itself consists of the disjunct. For example, when you guys are in this position, it's not that you have an experience of one pipe cleaner or an experience of two pipe cleaners which is logically equivalent to being indiscernible from one pipe cleaner or two pipe cleaners. Your experience itself consists in the disjunct. That is, your experience itself is of both one pipe cleaner or two pipe cleaners. It's not that your experience is, it's not that I don't know what experience you're in, it's that your experience consists of the ambiguity itself. So that was basically what I put forward. There's one more thing that I think I will mention. Another particular objection, which I realised another one of my sort of early cachings out of this was, there are certain situations in psychology called Gestalt switches. We might have, I don't know, a rabbit duck, where the duck is indistinguishable. Well, the actual perception is indistinguishable from both a duck and a rabbit, but we can only experience the duck and the rabbit at once. Rather than actually explaining what I mean, I'll just put some symbols here. So basically that means the indiscernibility still holds, but we can be in either one of two experiential states. Finally, putting these all together, if we so need to, we can come up with a model that handles both Gestalt switches and ambiguous experiences. And I will present it thusly again for the purposes of clarity. So that is my conception of naive realism. I think it answers the objections that were raised to Martin that he doesn't deal with, such as cognitive unsophisticates, positive and negative epistemic facts, and ambiguous experiences. As well, I talked about the Gestalt model, which Martin doesn't even include. So I think I've done quite a good job there. If you've followed me so far, well done, and yeah, hopefully I'll see what you say about what I think. Peace.